Before we start this video, the last time I posted was 4 months ago. Yikes. This is gonna be a long video, since it's not gonna be like the video I used to make on Pokemon Break One video, like a series and stuff. This is gonna be a voiceover of what I did in the game. So it's gonna be like a long video of everything until the Elite Four. So sit back and watch the video. In today's video, I am playing Project Bunch Forever. I defeated the 3rd gym because when I tried recording last time, it didn't work. But this is my team right now. The team I have right now is Skeletor, Poliwhirl, Kilo Waltwhirl, Gengar, Espeon, and Nidoking. I enter Route 9 to meet up with Tess and Jake, and they're just talking to each other while I'm just here. Tess tells Jake to battle me to know who is the strongest trainer, and who wins will fight her. So we enter a battle. Jake first sends out a Vaporeon, which I send out Kill Waltwhirl. And just to say, each of his Pokemon got obliterated. Jake tells us that he went easy on us, and then we're gonna battle Tess now, since we won. And Tess sends out his Gabite, which I kind of forgot. She sends that out first because I sent out Kill Waltwhirl. Then I made a switch to Poliwhirl and hope that he can take Gabite's first move, which Poliwhirl did. And now we obliterate her team. It was an easy fight since Tess actually never had a Pokemon battle. So we win, I guess. I went to the Groove of Dreams to try to get a new Pokemon for my team, which is Dragonair. I'm getting Dragonair because I want a Dragon type on my team in the early games. So I went to the Groove of Dreams to try a first one. But since I only have an old rod, it's gonna take a long time. I will show you my first catch. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time. Well, that failed. I didn't know you needed a good water for Dratini. Anyway, I activated cutscene for Absol. Absol just jumped down and started to come closer like a cat. I don't know what type of animal Absol is. Maybe a cat or kind of like a wolf. If you know, then type it down in the comments below. Anyway, Jake and Tess came over after seeing Absol and tell me that Absol is like a Pokemon that can sense danger. So they started to get kind of worried, but they still continue on. Anyway. I went in Kaguno's mine and made all the way up to Kaguno's peak, and the first thing I did up here is get the Pokeball that has a shiny stone. Yeah, I don't know why I did that first, but anyway, I started to make over to the bridge to Jake and Tess, and we started talking about Athenian City. That's the place we're going to. Then they started asking me if I know what Athenian City is. I said yes. If you say no, then they'll just tell you how you not know that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We started to go on this flying machine. Well, flying ship. But we made it to Athenian City. And Jake and Tess want to know where they're going to since they need to talk to somebody. Then I started going over there too. We made it to the shopping district. And Jake and Tess are waiting for me here. Then we're going to go to the Pokeball shop, which everybody can agree with. It's a long cutscene. It's like so long, I don't even know how to express this. I was just going to save it towards you. After the cutscene, I went to go get a hoverboard because that's the first thing everybody should do when getting here. You should get a hoverboard. To get somewhere faster. I got red because I love red. It's kind of my thing. So after I got out, I used the hoverboard. Then after that, I went to the stone shop to see and check for some mega stones. Because I have like one mega on my team. I think that's Mega Gengar. And I checked it over 100,000 to 200,000, which is kind of reasonable because, well, they're mega stones. I went to go heal my Pokemon since after the peak, some of them were kind of low. I look at my team, they're level 40s. I look at the gym, look at myself, and look at my team again, and think, well, save the game first and think, yeah, I'm ready. I entered the gym and started to get one of the items, which is the measuring tape first, since it's the easiest to get. And after that, I went to my team, searched Polywell to clear Watwell first. Then after that, went to battle this guy, so he can get the vehicle to lift me up there to get, I think, the hammer, or is it the wrench? He sent out Chatted, I don't know how to pronounce it, and it's kind of easy how it went down. After the battle, he started to pull the vehicle forward so I can get up there to get the hammer. So, well, I don't know here. Anyway, I just got the hammer, that's it. No, it's the wrench. Oh. Never mind. Anyway, I went to go see my Pokemon since, well, they're low. Only kill Watwell or low and Polywell died. Yeah. I returned to the gym to try and get the hammer. I have to battle two guys, then get lifted by one other guy to try and get the hammer. But first, I have to battle this guy to get to the hammer. After defeating the trainer, I continue moving forward to battle the second one, which will take me up to the hammer. But first, I have to beat him, which was easy since most of my Pokemon, since they're very weak. But at the same time, it's kind of impressive how Keo Watwell got so many paralysis with his move, which is kind of crazy actually. Keo Watwell is insane. Anyway, after I finished getting all the items, I went to the gym leader. But first, I healed my Keo Watwell by using the super potions. Then after that, I saved the game. How much you want to bet that I soloed this with only Skeletons? Well, I would have won the bet because I actually did solo him with Skeletons. So the battle begins with him taking out Staraptor first, and I send out Skeletons. When the battle begins, I set up. I use Torch Song first, so I can get a special attack boost, since every time you use Torch Song, you will gain a special attack boost by 1. So I used this 3 times. Well, I only did it 2 times, only on Staraptors, and Staraptor died in 2 hits, making me +2 on the special attack. Which was crazy already. I don't think I needed a boost, but I did. Gummy was sent out, and I used the Torch Sauna because I'm high level, and knowing that a fire move will one-shot him. But he had Scurvy, so it did not one-shot him. But I did get +3 on special attack. He used Spike, which did nothing because I'm not switching out. I used Hex because I didn't want to use any of my fire moves on him, even though he was only 1 HP. So I have +3 special attack. I can now one-shot most of his Pokemon. Well, and also you guys right, it's Dark Pulse, but that doesn't matter right now. Which is kind of long, I should have skipped this part, but I didn't. But anyway, he started on Aerodactyl since it's going to be kind of difficult since he's a rock type, and rock takes fire. He used Aerial Age, which is nothing. Flamethrower, even though he has the advantage, almost one-shotted him. He's like almost dead with just the Flamethrower. He used Fire Pin, which did nothing. I don't know why he did that. And I used another flamethrower to finish him off, which was easy. So that's like 3 Pokemon down. Don't mind that notification. Nothing. So his next Pokemon is going to be another Staraptor, which should be easy now since his first one got 2-shotted. And since I'm +3, it should one-shot this one. He used Aerial Ace, Nick again, did nothing. So I went for another flamethrower, which one-shotted him, like I said. And now his final Pokemon, Braviary. This one, when I was like first played the game, he was tough. But now, this Braviary should get one-shot. He used Super Power, which is nothing because I'm a Ghost type. And I used Flamethrower to finish Braviary off. And we have beat the 4th gym with only Skylards. Skylards is just like that. He's like so good. I love him. Anyway, we have gained the 4th badge, the Soaring badge. And he gave us the TM Aerial Ace, which none of my Pokemon can use besides Keel Rotwell. Anyway, I exited the gym, and after exiting the gym, and Team Eclipse ship appeared, and yeah. Anyway, so I went to go heal my Pokemon and continue. We're now in the sewers, trying to get Jake since Jake has been kidnapped by Team Eclipse. So I'm not gonna just show all the part in the sewer, but such this battle since it appears that they have double battles in this game. I guess you guys already saw that. Actually, I don't know. But anyway, they do have double battles, which is exciting. And there's one more thing that they added. I think they also added that test can heal you after battle. Because most Pokemon response game does not do that. But I don't know that. I gotta see for myself. Anyway, I am just obliterating the Magnemites. But they're kind of only going after me. Test is not doing anything for Gabite since her Gabite cannot do nothing. So I'm just doing all the work here. I had to think this for some reason. I don't know why. I just did. That's kind of a wrong rate there. Anyway, so I still use Flamethrower to go for Magneton, which had Sturdy, but it doesn't matter since Gabite used Rock Slide, which finished it off and put Magnemite into low health. But at the same time, another Rock Slide on that kill. He took out an Electrode and I switched to Gengar because I'm guessing that he was going to use Explosion or Self-Destruct. But he didn't. He used Discharge, which got his Magnemite low health and damaged my Gengar, but it did not affect Gabite. Gabite used Dig for some reason, and Magnemite used Screech, and I used Dark Pulse on Electrode at the same time, also thinking that Dark Pulse would also do damage to Magnemite since I thought it was like a all-around move, but it didn't. But anyway, Gabite killed Electrode, but this Magnemite is still sticking with red bars. And one of us can kill it with any move. But Gabite is paralyzed, so I'm gonna defeat him with a Saddle Ball, which KO'd it. And I did all the work and tested nothing. Good job, Tess. So, I kind of like that there is double battle. At the same time, kind of hate that our teammate can't do nothing. But does Tess heal our Pokemon? Yes, he does. Anyway, we meet up with Jake. The professor is actually the Team Eclipse leader. Axel came. We battled the professor, and it was pretty straightforward. We had a little rough battle, but we still came up on top. Then he started to just give us the key to the basement, then just took off. Yeah, he just took off. Gave us the key and took off. And yeah, that's it, yep. Then the bomb exploded. As Tess was trying to say thank you, my necklace sparkled. Then it opened 2 portals, one for Dialga, the legendary time Pokemon, and another portal for Palkia, the legendary space Pokemon, which Tess was shocked since 2 legendary Pokemon just appeared in front of her eyes. Palkia used the power to stabilize the city, and now Tess is trying to figure out how to buy some time to get everybody off. But Dialga used their power to send us back in time to stop it, which was kind of smart, but I don't know. Anyway, we're back in time, which is frozen. So I went to I checked my Pokemon to see if this was a good match. I went to the PC, became my Pokemon, because if you don't know, you can actually heal your Pokemon using the Pokemon PC, which I did by swapping out Absol and putting up back my regular Pokemon, which did heal them, but I had to make sure, which of course they did. Then after that, I just saved the game and continue. You want to see something funny? This admin this trainer literally self-destructed most of his Pokemon, and it didn't even work because I was a ghost type. Anyway, we got sent back by Dialga to the present time. We saved the city, but Jake still got kidnapped, which is still kind of sad. And here's a long cutscene that I'm gonna skip. Time for the next city. We enter Route 11, and we'll continue this in the desert. I put on the max repel since you're going to encounter a lot of Pokemon if you don't have repel. I'm not going to attack any trainers in this route besides one, which is this trainer I'm battling right now. This trainer gives a good amount of XP and a good amount of money. So this is a good XP farm and money farm. We entered Roria City, and I went straight ahead to the Roria ruins since most of my Pokemon are like 4 health, since I skipped most of their training, so I don't need to heal. I put on another max repel, even though I didn't need to right now, but I did. But I still have a lot of time before it expires. So we make it to the Roria and hoverboard all the way to the ruins, which is easy since there's no Pokemon trainers to battle by doing this. I put Skylarks out first so I can practically try to solo them. So we see the ground gym leader battling the Team Eclipse member. I was just typing here since somebody asked for where's Roria. But anyway, I meet up with the ground gym leader. He asked me to help him defeat these Eclipse, which I did. The first one was easy since Nidoking soloed most of it. Nidoking is like my second best Pokemon on my team since his special attack is off the roof. Now it's time for the second one. second one was easy, but I kind of had a hard time, but we still made it through. The ground gym leader defeated the other two, so these Eclipse grunt dropped the jewel, which he picked up. Then after that, he gave me Walk Smash, which we cannot use until we beat him. And so we exit the ruins so we can heal our Pokemon since they're pretty low. So I use Fly to go back to the Roria city to try and heal my Pokemon. I went to go check my team to see, because I need to grind since I had like a little rough time for the 4th gym. So I went to go grind. I grind a little bit, getting my team to like level 50s. And the level cap at this gym is level 57. So we're practically okay, but not good. So we went to battle this trainer for the shovel, since I only need to battle like 3 trainers to get to the gym leader. Well, 2, since one of them gives the shovel and one of them gives the pickaxe. And the third one is the gym leader. I used Shadow Ball on Gastrodon, and he used Body Slam, which did nothing, so I used another Shadow Ball, finishing it off. Then it starts to send out his Whiskas, which I tried to use Hypnosis, but it did not work since it missed the first time. It uses Earthquake. I thought I was gonna die, but he was left on 2 HP, and I used Hypnosis again, which did not work, which was my fault since I could have switched and he could have got XP for that, but I left him in to die. And I sent out Nidoking to use Earth Power, which don't think it will work as much, but he was Water Ground, but it did a good amount of health. His special defense was down. I used another Earth Power, knowing that it would kill, which it did, but with a critical hit, knowing that critical hit mattered. After this battle, I went to go heal my Pokemon since my Gengar died. I return, dig down until I hit a stone, then dig 2 up to see this trainer that gives the pickaxe. Sends out a Stunfisk, and I sent out Gengar thinking Shadow Ball would kind of do a good amount of damage, but it didn't do as much. He went for a bounce, and I don't want to risk Gengar dying again, so I switched to Nidoking since knowing that Nidoking resists flying attacks, which it did, but it got a critical hit, but it didn't matter. I used Earth Power since it's super effective, since Stunfisk is an electric ground type, which I kind of forgot, but thank God it was super effective, because if it wasn't super effective, it would still kill since Nidoking is that powerful. He sent out another Stunfisk, which I used another Earth Power, and it did it one shot, but it almost died. It used Revenge, but didn't do much, so I used Double Kick to try to finish it off since I didn't want to use another Earth Power, and I was paralyzed by the static. Stunfisk died, and knowing that Nidoking is paralyzed, I didn't want to keep it in. I also deleted Megahorn, which was a bad idea, since I could have used that for the 3rd gym later on. It turns out Golden, then I switched out to Skyladers, since I have Hex, but knowing that it has a ground type move, I use Hex, not making it a one-shot since it was in the red. He uses heavy slam, which did nothing. So I used another hex to try to finish it off. I got the pickaxe, meaning I can dig the stone. I heal my Nidoking by removing the paralysis and giving 2 super potions, since I need to get everybody to full health. Wow, right there I kind of forgot to heal Skeletor, so that's my fault. Anyway, since I remember where the gym leader is, I continue digging the stone until I see an obsidian, dig right, then mine forward, then mine left, and I see this person, knowing that I know where I'm at now. I kept Gengar there, since I knew Quagsire was gonna send out first. I got no Pokemon to actually kill Quagsire, so I battle with Gengar out first. We begin the battle with Ryan, the ground gym leader. He sends out his Quagsire, which I'm kind of afraid of for some reason, and I send out my Gengar. I want to go for a Hypnosis, which missed the first time, but it uses Slam, which is not effective. So I used another Hypnosis, which worked, and I couldn't go for Dream Eater since I didn't need to heal, and I think to myself that Dream Eater will make him wake up. So I used Shadow Ball, which did a good amount of damage, which got him to half HP. He uses Muddy Water, which did a good amount of damage, but his Muddy Water is disabled. And I used Shadow Ball since I was faster and it was powerful, which defeated the Quagsire. He sends out a Steelix, which I switched into Skeletix, which was good since obviously Fire beats Steel. So I didn't want to go for a Torch Zone, so I used a Flamethrower, which didn't one-shot obviously since he has 30, so he was left on 1 HP, which was kind of annoying, but he uses Iron Tail, which did nothing, so I use Hex since I want to use another Flamethrower. We defeat the Steelix, and he's gonna send out his Cradle, which I switched to Gengar to try and defeat her with a Dark Ball, since Cradle is a ground psychic type, and I can defeat her with a Dark type move or a Shadow Ball. So I used Shadow Ball since it did a good amount of damage against Quagsire, which almost kills him. But Cradle uses Bulldoze, which KO'd my Gengar. And that was kind of bad since Gengar could do a decent amount of damage. But I sent out Kilo Watwell, which was a mistake, because I forgot that it was a ground type for some reason, so I used Fly to get the final damage, and also dodging the Shadow Ball. So I used Fly to defeat it, which I didn't think it would KO, so I was kind of scared that it didn't go fast. Well, anyway, I sent out Skeletor since he sends out Excadrill, which would be another KO. I used Torch Song so I can get that boost, but it uses Bulldoze, lowering my speed, which is bad. But my special attack rose, and I use a Super Potion, Hyper Potion, my bad, to heal Skeletor back to 4 HP. It uses Medical, which did nothing, and I use another Torch Song since it uses another Metal Claw to do nothing. So I got first 2 special attack on Skeletors. While Excadrill is defeated, his final Pokemon is a Garchomp. And if you didn't know, this Garchomp can Mega Evolve. And since Fire move cannot do nothing, I use Hex, which would do a good amount of damage without that double boost. But it had +2 special attack and I use Hex. He uses Bulldoze which did so much damage, and I use Hex, which got it to half HP. I use Espeon as a sacrifice, knowing I'm not gonna use Espeon in my future team. And he uses Iron Head, which got it down to 9 HP. So I just tried to do some chip damage with Psychic, but I didn't defeat it because it was also on 9 or 5 HP, which was kind of sad. But I used Nidoking to finish the job by using Earth Power or Double Kick. But I used Earth Power just in case, which I defeated him. And also, surprisingly, I was faster than a Mega Garchomp. We got the 5th badge, which is the ground badge or the crater badge, which I was kind of happy about. I didn't know I was actually going to win this since my Pokemon were kind of under level, but at the same time they were in the 50s, so not really under level. We got the jewel, which he obtained back from the Eclipse grunt, which we now have. Don't mind that. We just saw nothing. I went to go get my Pokemon after the gym, obviously. I don't think I need to say that. Anyway, there's nothing at Route 12, so I'm just gonna skip until we go to Route 13. We are at Route 13, and this is the Pokemon that I want to catch for my future team, which is Tinkatink. So I can evolve it to its final form, since I heard it was a monster in the game. Well, not this game, I'm talking about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Anyway, I caught the Tinkatink, and I want to check if this method is still possible. And it's where you go... Oh wait, I encountered another Pokemon before I actually did this method. I didn't want to catch this Pokemon, so I just ran away. So I want to check my team real quick. Then after that, I went to the menu. Actually, I don't even know what I'm doing. I used a max repel, then I noticed that I can get unstuck and go to the end of the route, which I'm gonna go back to since I need to grind Tinkatink, of course. So it's gonna take a while. So I went to the Pokemon Center to get my Tinkatink. But first, I need to check its IVs to see if it's good or garbage. So I went to the PC. I replaced Espeon for Tinkatink. Goodbye, Espeon. We check the IVs. It's absolute garbage. Yeah, I'm not gonna do well. Anyway, it didn't matter since I didn't want to get another one, since it might take us long to get it. It's time to begin the grinding. I finished grinding my team to level into the 60s. I got the Tinkatink to evolve to Tinkaton now. And we are now entering the gym, where it should be easy since the grass types and I have a fire type, which will one-shot all of them. So in this gym, we have to get all the fruits in the basket, since we got the orange one in the basket, the grape, the banana, the peach, and the apple in the basket. So, and that makes the bridge go up, since the weight of the basket also brings up the bridge. We are now talking to the gym leader, Fishy, and we are getting ready to defeat him, as we are now battling. He sends out a Lavani, and I send out my Skeletons. And Lavani's fast, and they always set up with sticky web, making my team slow every time I send out a new Pokemon. But since Skeletor is a fire type, he's gonna solo this gym since I one-shot Ravani with one flamethrower. And his next Pokemon is gonna be a Tropius, which might be a little tinky. So I might use a Torch Song to get my special attack boosted up. And it's almost dead. So I might use another Torch Song to get +2 special attack, which I did, making it Tropius dead and +2 special attack, which is gonna be very useful. But I don't think I needed the boost, but it would be a lot easier. The Breloom used a Mach Punch, but it did not work since I'm a Ghost type, and I used another Torch Song, which KO'd it, making it +3 special attack, making me and the Skeletor more powerful since now it can potential one-shot any Pokemon. So none of them will tank a hit. They're all gonna be burned to death. Well, not death, just defeat them. Which Roria is now down, and there's 2 more Pokemon left. And his next Pokemon he's gonna send out is gonna be a Tangrowth. This Tangrowth usually set up Sunny Day, but since I'm faster, this Tangrowth used to be Tinky, but now he is defeated in one shot from a flamethrower, which is kind of crazy since I did not know he was gonna get defeated like that. His last Pokemon is gonna be a Mega Venusaur, which I'm kind of ready for, and I don't know if it's gonna one-shot since when Venusaur Megas evolve, his ability changed to Thick Fat, which kind of resists fire and ice. But I think Mega Venusaur still got one-shotted. We defeated the 6th gym and getting our 6th badge, being the Harvest badge, which I kind of like and it's kind of looks like an apple, so that's kind of a cool design. So we have gained the TM Solar Beam, which I don't think normal Pokemon can use. So, and I don't think I'm going to use it in the story. But I am now going to exit the gym where Tess and her uncle meet up with me. And it's going to be like a long cutscene. I enter Route 14 with Rock Climb, but there's like nothing here, so I'm going to just skip over this part until we meet up with Tess again. We meet up with Tess again, and this part is speed up since it's like a long battle. Well, not really like a long battle, but like a long cutscene a little bit, so it's just sped up everything. And I actually did record it before, but since my game crashed, I had to do it again. So it didn't really matter since I wasn't battling Jake yet. It's just these 2 Eclipse Grunt, which was pretty to defeat since they were like very weak since all my Pokemon were like level 70. So it's pretty easy to take care of since they all got one-shotted. After all that, they are now arguing since they lost until this person started talking, and he's talking about how he wants to help us. Then he said our names, and Tess got surprised and scared. And this person is none other than Jake himself. Jake betrayed us because he heard that Professor Cypress is gonna abandon this world, leaving it into ruins. And Jake heard all that and wants to help us by making us join Team Eclipse. And since we've refused, we're gonna have to battle Jake, which we don't want to do that, but we have no choice to do so. He sends out Zip Striker, I send out Nidoking. Substriker used an electric move which did not work, and I used Earth Power which one-shot his Substructor, making it 6-5. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but now it's a Nidoking versus a Nidoking battle, which is kind of funny, but my Nidoking is more superior than his, since his Nidoking got one-shotted by my Nidoking with Earth Power. So that's 2-0 for me and Jake. Now he sends out Slowbro, as I send out Kilowatt Will to defeat his Slowbro. And since Slowbro's kind of tinky, I used Discharge, not knowing that's not going to kill, which it almost did, but I knew it wasn't going to kill. He used Amnesia, which won't help since he's going to get one-shotted anyway. I used Vault Switch so I can switch out early. I don't know why I did that since it doesn't really matter, but I did anyway. And I am now gonna switch to... oh, oops, my bad. I switched to Poliwrath while he switched to Arcanine. And knowing that Arcanine could also be a little tinky, I used Hydro Pump to do some massive damage. But I expected to miss, but it didn't. And it one-shotted Arcanine, making it his last Pokemon left, being his starter for Porygon. I was gonna do starter versus starter, but I didn't do that since I didn't want to risk it, even though I was higher level than he is. So I sent out Kilowatt Will to try to finish the job. And while he sends it for Porygon, I use Discharge since it's the most effective move I can do, which almost one-shot him, but I paralyzed him. He used Haze, which did nothing since all my stats were boosted or decreased. So I used another Discharge to finish the job. We tried to get Jake to join us, but Jake didn't want to since he wanted to keep helping us, but he just left, and Tess got all sad, but she had to think positive because we can still save Jake no matter what. So we're going to have to go to Frostville, and I have to defeat the 7th gym. Then we have to go to Christan Iron to save our parents and possibly Jake. I entered Route 15, activated cutscene for Larios and Larias, which is cool. This is final round. Anyway, I went to Frostville, into the 7th gym. I also grinded my Pokemon to like level 70s, so it's all good. I knew what the gym is, but I didn't know I was gonna fall here since most Pokemon games, they don't. We can jump over that. Anyway, I skipped the trainer. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Anyway, so I had to do some pressing buttons and battling this trainer, leading to the gym leader. And it's all pretty basic from here. I sent out Tinkaton to try defeat the Manabuzz. I used Prey Rough, which did massive damage with a critical hit, but it did not kill, so I used Skitter Smack to finish it. I'm hoping that I didn't miss there, so I switched to Nidoking since I used Dunk Tank to use Earth Power to one-shot it with a critical hit, which the crit did not matter, but at least I got it. I switched back to Tinkaton since the only weakness Sableye has is Fairy, since it's Dark Ghost. There's only one weakness for those two types, which is Fairy. So I basically one-shot it with Tinkaton. Before I battle the gym leader, I heal my Pokemon since it's gonna be like a rough battle since I'm like level 72 and above. So I had to send out Kilowatt Will first since his first Pokemon is a Flying type. So it's a Flying type versus a Flying type battle for the first Pokemon. So we're gonna have to battle the gym leader, Jeek, which is the Dark type gym leader. I don't know why I just said that now, but Zeke sends out his Haunch Crow, which is Dark Fine. When I send out Kilowatt Will, which is Fine Electric, meaning I have the advantage here with my Electric. I used Discharge, almost one-shotting it, kinda sad that it didn't one-shot. Use Foul Play. I use Vault Switch, since I just love using Vault Switch. I can just switch out even though I had no meaning doing it so early like that. But anyway, I did switch out to switch to Poliwrath since his next Pokemon is Dark Ground type and mine is a Fighting Water type. He sends out his Crocodile. I was going to go for a Dynamic Punch, but to get the confusion and the massive damage, but I didn't want to risk that 50% accuracy move. He used Fire Feint, which would not do nothing, but he dodges it anyway. I used Hydro Pump, and Crocodile got one-shotted by Poliwrath, which was very good since I did not think Hydro Pump was not gonna hit that Crocodile. He sent out Bisharp and I sent out Skeledirge, which would be another easy one-shot since Skeledirge, it is high level, while Bisharp is like level 72 with the disadvantage here. I used Flamethrower to one-shot it, which it did, obviously. And he only has like 2 Pokemon left. Actually, no, 3 Pokemon left, being Umbreon, the most annoying one, since this Umbreon is kind of like a setup. So I used Tinkaton to try to defeat it, but knowing that this Umbreon is very tanky, it's not gonna die in one shot, maybe 2, but knowing it's not gonna die in one shot. I used Poliwrath to get it to half HP, knowing the next one will defeat it. He uses Confuse Ray, which was not good. I used Skitter Smack, thinking it would kill since Doug is weak to bug, but it did not kill, which was my fault. Since Umbreon uses Moonlight to heal, and I have to use Poliwrath again, knowing that I have 3 chances here, which one of them is getting hit. So the next one is either getting hit by Confusion, Poliwrath not killing, or Poliwrath killing it. Anyway, Tinkaton did snap out Confusion, but it misses. Umbreon uses Toxic, which did not affect me, and Tinkaton missed again, which I kind of got a little bit angry about, but it was all good since I used another Poliwrath, which did KO it, so it all checks out. Zeke only has 2 Pokemon left, being another Crocodile and his Mega Pokemon. I send out Poliwrath again to try one-shot it, and since I used a Hydro Pump with a good accuracy hit, I did not want to risk that again, so I used Scaled to do some good damage to it, which it did since it's in the red, but it did not burn, and it uses Earthquake, which did almost half of my HP, but thank God I was faster than Crocodile, or else I would have might died to another Earthquake or miss my move. Now it's down to its last Pokemon, which is Houndoom, Mega Houndoom. I switched even though I had the advantage, but I did not want to risk it since I don't know if it had Thunder Fang, which I do not remember. I used Earth Power while it Mega Roll, thinking it would have 2-shot it or 1-shot it, but surprisingly something happened. Houndoom uses Dark Pulse, and guess what? I flinch, and it did that much damage, and it was also faster than me that I have to heal, and hoping that it goes for another move, which is another Dark Pulse, which did almost the same amount of damage it did last time. I went for another Hyper Potion, and hoping there's another move that won't do that as much, and uses Inferno, which I got burned, and I didn't want to risk it, but knowing that Nidoking might die, I used Earth Power. It used this first one, did not do that much damage, so I was kind of glad it didn't die. Earth Power almost one-shot, that was kind of unlucky, While I got burned, I switched to another Pokemon, which is Skeletors. I don't know why I did that, because Skeletors are ghost type, and I'm in a Dark type gym. It uses Dark Pulse, which almost one-shotted me, but I was high enough level to tank it. I switched to Tinkaton, knowing he's a fire type, and I should send out a steel type. I don't know why I did that. It uses Inferno. I dodge it, meaning I can defeat this in one shot. Houndoom uses Dark Pulse. Didn't do that much damage since I'm a fairy type, and I use Knockoff, not doing that much damage, but at the same time KOing it. Meaning, we have defeated the 7th gym, Zeke. First try, even though I knew we were going to do this in first try, but we had a rough battle here. So we have got our 7th badge, the Contrast badge, which kind of goofy, but it's still a good badge. We gain a TM Dark Pulse. I try to go up the ladder, but it's not letting me up the ladder. I try to go another way for some reason. Anyway, we heal my Pokemon, and now we're gonna have to battle Tess. Since after we get the 7th badge, we're gonna have to battle Tess, since she wants to battle us to show her how strong she got. Which I did speed up a bit. While I use Tinkaton, since Tinkaton obviously is immune to Dragon. So it uses Crunch, I use this Play Rough, and I KO'd it with another Play Rough. Knowing that one of her Pokemon has Salamence, which I was correct, has Flamethrower, so I don't know if I want to keep her in, but I did. I used Scary Face, I used Play Rough, knowing that another Play Rough will KO it. It uses Flamethrower. It did not do that much damage as I expected, but I still KO'd it. And I thought I can solo her team with Tinkaton. Haxorus uses Outrage, I was immune. I used another Play Rough, and Haxorus is down, leading 2 to 3 more Pokemon left for Test. I used Play Rough. It has Rough Skin, so that's kind of bad, but I used this Dragon Tail, and I used another Play Rough, and also, but we both dodged each other's attack. I dodged her attack, but mine hits. Now leading to one more Pokemon, being Altaria, and I thought that this Altaria Mega Evolved, so I switched to Skydirt, not risking it, but it was still a good battle. She was going for a Sky attack. My Flamethrower didn't do as much, so I did a double power Hex attack, which I burn her, and Hex does more damage when somebody has a condition. So I defeated Tess first try, and I'm just gonna I'm not gonna heal my Pokemon, since that's just straight on went for the next route. I kind of got stuck here. Not really stuck, but I went to the next route, being Route 16. I healed my Pokemon. I don't know why I did that, even though there's the next Pokemon Center in the next city, but I still did anyway. I saved my game. Route 16 is kind of fun, since there's like a little mini game when you go down the hill with a hoverboard, which I kind of have fun doing, which was kind of fun. I said kind of fun again. Anyway, yeah, it was kind of fun doing this. We made it to Cosmos Valley, being the place for the Port Deca and the Warrior League. And I can't go to the Warrior League yet, since obviously I need 8 gym badges. So I need to go to Port Deca, where Tess is waiting for me there. And we're just hoverboarding the way there with my sick red hoverboard. The fact is I'm saying things twice, but I don't really care. We made it to Port Deca in a matter of time. It's just 2 days of playing the game, well, continuing the game. Anyway, we meet up with Tess, and we meet this guy. The guy on the left is going to be important later, and you'll see why in one of the vids. So he gave us HM03 serve, which we can use to get to Christan Town. And before we go to Christan Town, she went to the Pokemon Center, and I also went to the Pokemon Center since I need to heal my Pokemon. All my Pokemon were healed, but I still healed them anyway since most of my moves were still used and I didn't go back to the Pokemon Center to refill them. So I just went to the Pokemon Center to do that. Anyway, I had to think here what to do next. We made it to Deca Beach, where Tess is waiting for us again, since we need to get a boat here. While Tess is talking about the Deca Beach and also talking about getting a ride, she sees a boat person and gonna ask her to try and get him to give us a ride. While we're talking to this person, he wants to tell us about his marketplace, but at the same time, Tess is telling about what we need to get to Christan Town by using his boat. But he's asking us why we're doing this since we're kids, and we tell him why we're doing this because our parents got kidnapped by Team Eclipse, and also Tess also mocked him since if this person does anything bad to her, Garchomp says beat him, not him. Anyway, as the cameras zoom out while they're going, we see Jake staring at us, and Jake walks off. Well, now I got served. I can just go there, which would be very boring and long, so I just skip this part. Also, you're going to need a lot of repels for this part. For this, yeah. Anyway, we made it to Christan Town, which was a long adventure, but it actually didn't take that long since I had repel, and also at the same time skip some trainers, which I did not need to do. So I used another max repel for no reason, but at the same time I wanted to because I was like right there. Anyway, Tess is not waiting for us here because as soon as we got into the Christan Town, this man told us that the person with the orange-black clothes took Tess. But before we actually do the Team Eclipse mission, I went to go heal my Pokemon. I don't know why. My Pokemon were not even there. I did not even do any battles, and I just went to heal my Pokemon. I don't know why. Kind of crazy. So, as soon as I heal my Pokemon, I went to see where to go next, since I kind of forgot about this game. But I see the Team Eclipse grunt and activated cutscene because he sees me, goes into a tavern. But this is going to be the end of the video. I will see you guys next time.